Welcome to Muffin News with your host, Muffin.
Welcome back to Muffin News, your greatest news source across CDC. Now, I have a very special episode because there has been some developments. So, for Week 4's battle, most of them have been done except for Muffins and Arens. Their battle will be done tonight, actually very, very soon as we speak. So, good luck to the both of them. I hope they have fun because a little birdie told me that they're doing a meme battle. So we all know that Muffin loves his meme battles, and we all know how fun meme battles can be. So I wish them all the best with those meme battles. Other than that, once again, Martin has 6-0'd another person. Luckily, they did not forfeit, so we can quickly be thankful for that. So there's no forfeits on that front. Other notable outcomes is Fungus beating Aegon in a nail biter of a set. Corviknight nearly popped off. Unfortunately, there was just one little miscommunication between Showdown and what the player wanted. We also have Ditto winning against Vortex 5-0, and then finally Bandito beating Prince 4-0. Very exciting results, and it actually changed the ladder quite decently. We'll get a little ladder update, you know, we'll get a standings update. In first, we have Martin, absolutely killing it. Fungus in second, Brooks in third, Bandito in third, Ditto in fifth. Bandito in fourth, Ditto in fifth, Aegon in sixth, Muffin in seventh, Aaron in eighth, our Gen 3 man himself in ninth, Vortex in 10th, 11th is Prince, and then finally 12th is Frost. So that's the standings at this moment as we get very close to week 5. Yes, halfway through the season. How exciting is that? No real big changes have been made across the teams, but also development in other divisions. They're doing quite well. I don't know. There's been a couple 6-0, some very unhappy people. And one person left Cabalion. Straight up just disappeared. They were too afraid to fight our amazing mod Tog. And they just straight up dipped. So to them, you better be fearful. He knows where you live. Other than that, I will pass over to other Muffin to break down the teams for this coming week. And I wish everyone the best. See you all in a moment. Thank you so much, Muffin. It's great to be here. Another pickems for week 5. And guess what? This is a big one. Some heavy hitters are fighting each other for this week. So let's get right into it. So first off, we have Brooks versus Martin. We have first place versus third place. And oh boy, this is going to be a very intense one. Can Martin actually continue their undefeated streak? Or will Brooks have something to say? Now, Brooks has the team to beat Martin. I mean, look at this. You have Chen Pao, you have Sneasler, you have Ursaluna. It's a very frightening team to try and fight, especially as that Ursaluna, you know, it takes out Moltres, it takes out Iron Hands, it can take out Treads, it can take out Overquill. 4 Pokemon already not wanting to face that. It can fight Darkrai if it really wanted to. 5 Pokemon straight off the bat not really wanting to switch into this thing. And then on top of you have Chen Pao's absolute speedy team. Even a Scarf Regidrago has to be fearful of it because though you use Dragon Energy, it can just Banded Eye Shard's probably going to take you low enough for that Dragon Energy to do diddly squat. And then you're forced to switch out. Very unfortunate. So I think, honestly, looking at these teams, I think Brooks has it. As long as Brooks doesn't throw, as he's known to do, I generally think he can win this and bring Martin their first L. They've been given an L in a different league out of quarterfinals. So maybe that will affect them going into this battle. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be more determined to absolutely wipe the floor with everyone else here. Who the heck knows? All I know is it's going to be a very exciting battle. 2 absolute heavy hitters going at it to see who can be on top. Because this could determine whether Martin keeps first or they drop down. Depends. They do have a very big differential at the moment, being 4-0 with plus 20. Yes, 4 games and they're already at plus 20. Blame the people that keep getting 6-0'd by him. Stop doing it. Stop it. Get some help. But good luck to the both of you, Brooks. I wish you all the best the most. Up next is Aegon versus our Gen 3 favorite, the Mono Ice team, the man, the myth, the legend. And honestly, I can see this game just being enjoyable just for the sheer fact that it's one GOAT versus the other GOAT. One funny team versus the other funny team. Generally, I don't know who wins this. It's actually quite, funnily enough, you might be surprised for me to say this, but I think the Ice team actually has a generally good chance against this team. You know, though you have Corv is still part flying type. You know, though you have Talonflame, you do have some massive special offensive Pokemon. Plus, Bascadler with Thermal Exchange can be a very, very glooming threat. Though you do have the Doggo, you do have some absolute defensive walls. Plus a Tail of Water Regice to help you out a little bit. Some absolute bangers of Pokemon on both sides, and I don't even know who would win. Honestly, it's a coin flip at this point. Either way, they're both going to bring absolute insane sets, just trying over the top each other. But it's going to be anyone's game. Even Vaporeon is not safe if it doesn't terror. You know, a freeze dry is just one moment away, one click away from absolutely ruining everyone's dreams. Okie Dokie could definitely we could see an appearance from Okie Dokie, that's for sure. But then Mamoswine and the Rotom Frost are both there, waiting to sneak their heads around and be like, "Hey, how are ya?" So honestly, I don't know who wins this. I think, you know, I always go back on my goat, Ego, but I think this will be the one battle where it's a coin flip. I think they both have an equal chance of winning, and I think it'll be the most exciting game there is of this week. It is one game to have notifications on for Keldeo. It's this game right here. I think this is the game that showcases what two goats look like when fighting each other in the sheer ability of their teams being awesome. I think that's everything I need to say for that. Up next is Frost versus Bandito. Now, Frost is having a very tough time. They desperately need for a win. And can they get it here? Honestly, I think they might have an okay chance. You still got massive threats as Gliscor and the Roaring Moon, but you do have a very physical wall sitting right there. The only issue I can see is Bandito's team very much outspeeding Frost's team. I think that's a big fear that Frost has to take in consideration, is between the different stupid item that ups the Iron Moss speed, the Roaring Moon speed, the Sandy Shock speed. There's a lot of ways of upping that speed, and Frost has to be very, very, very cautious of that, because honestly, if Bandito can gets that Dragon Dance off on their Roaring Moon, what really stops them? What actually stops them? Now, I know Frost has made some changes already. I think this is just a case of a bad matchup. I think it's just gonna be very difficult. Can Frost do it? I think they can, but I think Bandito's gonna have a much easier time in the prep, in the kitchen, cooking something up, and Frost is probably gonna have to really think hard. Not saying they can't do it, but they're gonna really have to consider how they shut down so many threats, like Roaring Moon, like the Iron Moth, and like the stupid olive tree that continues to come in a lot of leagues. But good luck to the both of you. Up next is Fungus versus Muffin. Now, this battle here has a little bit of rivalry to it. Fungus did kick out Muffin out of playoffs in Season 2. Unfortunately, Muffin played a little bit stupid at the end and lost, ending his career. Now, honestly, I think this will be a fun matchup. Though Muffin has said on the record that this is more of a fun season for him, he's not taking it too seriously, whereas Fungus is always going to try and defend that title of winning their second draft league overall. I think both teams have a equal. I think there's another coin flip between Chi-Yu being a great Pokemon to bring here. Same with the Premier to try and shut down Chi-Yu. You also have things like Lando to be very, very scared of. Lando was on Muffin's team originally, but Muffin also has things to try and shut down that Lando from sweeping or being a massive threat in the late game. It definitely can go either way. Even in speed tiers, they're quite similar, with Dragapult still outspeeding everything, but Dragapult still doesn't really want to take on Florges nor Inteleon, to be honest, nor even the two Dark types that continue to loom over this team. I think it'll be a very exciting match. I think this match is going to be a fun one, and I wish them both all the best, but Fungus definitely will probably win. Fungus easily clears. Then we have Prince versus Ditto. A very interesting battle. Prince is looking for their second win, and Ditto's looking for another win themselves. Honestly, I think Ditto's actually has another really tough matchup. And that might be surprising to say, but like Screamtail versus Cobalion. Cobalion actually beats out 1v1. Though you have Blaziken, you also have Latias on the other side. That's a little bit more bulkier than its counterpart Latios. You also gotta be very, very scared of. You can't just be dropping Dracos as long as that Doggo is around. On top of all the swords can set up as well, and then we have the Pillow Swine just chilling there, ready to be put onto the field. I think Ditto's gonna have a little bit more of a harder time against this one. I think they have to be very, very careful. They especially have to be very careful to Tailglow, because one Mirror Herb on any of the special attackers, and it's all over for Ditto. It's pretty much pack up your bags, go home, you're lost. So they're going to have to be very, very careful with that setup, because even a Store Power Latias is very, very threatening. As someone has used it once against the Oricorio, it's a very threatening Pokemon. You got to be very, very careful how you want to play it. Honestly, looking at this matchup, I think Prince actually can win this. Like, no joke. Not in an ironic way. I think Prince actually generally has a good chance of winning this just because of their team composition. You do have the Meloetta that looks really, really, really good into this team. I mean, it hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Pokemon super effectively. Gotta be very careful when using it as well, because you could see some AV Pokemon come in to try and shut it down. But good luck to the best of you, and it's gonna be a good game. Finally, we have Aram versus Vortex. Both of them are looking for another win to try and keep their playoffs section alive. And oh boy, I think Vortex is going to have a good battle. So once again, we see the doggo. And I always say the doggo's biggest weakness is if you get those bloody webs up. Once those webs goes up, that doggo is hindered so much. But in saying that, the Vortex got to be very careful with using that Valve very sparingly. You know, it's sturdy bloody Ogerpon does have Play Rough. We do all know it by now. It does have Play Rough. So it only needs to live 1 close combat to just 5 after the Play Rough. Then you have things like the Ting Lu and the Gouging Fire, 2 very hard Pokemon to break. On top of the Weezing and the Vileplume. Honestly, I think this could be a Webs on Webs battle, with one Webs being more important than the other. And we could see a little bit of Toxic going around as well, just trying to whittle the team down. We do have the Dragonite as a saving grace potentially, but you know, they do have that Terra Vibrava in the back as well. I think this will be a very, very difficult matchup for both people, but I think Aaron, as long as he's on top of his game, he's not trying to throw, I think he has the better chance of winning. And that should conclude, yep, that does conclude that fast blackness. That concludes today's episode of the Pickems. Thank you all for watching, and I'm going to pass over to Muffin for the final outro. Have a good one. It's been lovely talking to you. Well, thanks, Muffin, for that wonderful recap of the Pickems. I think it's going to be a very exciting week 5. You know, anyone's still in playoffs potential. It's anyone's game at this point, and I hope everyone has a lot of fun. That's it from me for now. Remember to eat your cereal, go touch some grass, and please, if you did enjoy this, maybe hit that like button, maybe smash it, maybe give it a little kiss, go a little mwah. We are on our way to 100 subs on this channel, and if we can get to 100 subs, I heard that Will, the owner himself, will give everyone $100 to celebrate. Yep, every person that subscribes will get themselves $100. It's just true fact. You can even add them in the server to confirm it. I promise you, it's definitely a thing. Definitely a thing. Anyway, that's it from me. Have a good one.